4K Blu-ray and 4K Steelbook versions of Godzilla Minus One are currently up for pre-order in the States. Sony is releasing a 4K Steelbook of Thanksgiving this October. Ghost will be getting a 4K Paramount Presents release this fall. Paramount has announced a Paramount Scares Volume 2 4K box set for this October. Scream Factory has unveiled its new October slate, including Land of the Dead and Death Becomes Her on 4K. Vinegar Syndrome puts out its new August announcements, including 7 new releases. The UK edition of A Nightmare on Elm Street has been revealed by Warner Brothers, and it looks like we may be getting M. Night Shyamalan's The Village on 4K. What does this mean for the rest of the Touchstone catalog? All this and more in the next Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. And today, guys, we are back for the Physical Media Report, episode 223. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. And look, we've got some good stuff to talk about today. This is an exciting time, an exciting day for physical media. We got a lot of new announcements to talk about. We've got rumors to talk about today, guys. Some really exciting rumors to talk about. We've got what is new this week, which isn't a ton, but we're going to get into it. We've got deals as well. But before I get into it, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk everything physical media on this channel, 4Ks, Blu-rays, owning the movies that you love, all that stuff there behind me every single day. So if you like that kind of stuff, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And also, guys, of everything that we discuss here today, what are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? Let me know in that comment section below. What gets those juices flowing, guys? I almost forgot that. Let me know in that comment section below. And let's just go ahead and jump into it, guys. Let's jump into the rumors. And the first one that we're going to talk about is one that isn't really a rumor because the pre-order is up, but because we don't have that official announcement, I'm going to still keep it in the rumor category. That is Godzilla Minus One, guys. We've got 4K editions. We've got Blu-ray editions. No artwork except for one. We've got a 4K Steelbook with the artwork. All this stuff, a DVD, all of this is up for pre-order right now on Target.com. So we have official confirmation that we will be getting Godzilla Minus One, a stateside edition, not just a big elaborate box set on Godzilla.com and all that other crap that we've gotten, which is not crap. It's a nice box set, but I don't need that. I just want a regular 4K edition of Godzilla Minus One, and it looks like we are getting it officially in the States. Now, there's no official announcement as of this time, but there are pre-orders up on Target. I believe maybe possibly it's on Bull Moose as well. I believe I heard it was on Bull Moose. At least the Steelbook I heard was on Bull Moose, but there is still no official announcement, but there are 4K Blu-ray and DVD pre-orders up on Target.com. Now, there was a 4K Steelbook pre-order, which I do have an image of this 4K Steelbook and what it looks like, and it looks pretty sweet. That was up on Target.com for maybe like an hour. It was up for maybe an hour, and then it completely sold out, and I think I heard it sold out in other places that it was on sale for as well. So hopefully, because it's Godzilla Minus One, they will put that back in stock, and I predict, guys, this is going to be a Steelbook that will probably be available everywhere. It'll probably be available on Walmart.com, Amazon.com, like it's going to be available everywhere. Orbit, Diabolic, all the places. I think this thing, they're going to make it wide because they know how demand this movie is going to be in the States, especially amongst physical media collectors. So it's almost, I feel like it's almost going to be like Oppenheimer as far as like how in demand it's going to be in the States. But again, no official announcement, no official release date. But you know what? Don't worry anymore because we are getting the Godzilla Minus One on 4K Blu-ray, DVD, 4K Steelbook in the States, guys. Now, me personally, I haven't pre-ordered this yet. I didn't even attempt to get that Steelbook because it went out of stock very quickly. And I'm like, you know what? I don't need this Steelbook. I'm fine with just the standard 4K slipcover for Godzilla Minus One. I'm just hoping that they include the minus color version in there as well so we can get both versions on the same 4K set when it comes out. 4K slipcover set, whatever it turns out to be. I'm hoping that that all comes together in one set. I don't have to get a Steelbook or some kind of big box set special edition to get that. But yeah, very exciting, guys. Godzilla Minus One is on Netflix right now, so if you haven't seen it, you can watch it on streaming, but really great Godzilla movie. I saw this in the theaters last December and really enjoyed it. So I'm excited to finally get to own that standard edition, not a big, chunky box set, which is nice. It's a nice box set, but I don't need that personally. I just want the regular edition to go in my collection, and we are getting it at some point. I would predict in the fall. But let me know if you're excited for that, guys. I'm sure more news of that will come up. If it comes up in the coming weeks, I'll of course talk about it again. And the next rumor that we have to talk about, guys, is The Village coming to 4K. So apparently M. Night recently, in a recent interview for his new movie Trap, which came out over the weekend, which we'll talk about a little bit later in the report. Apparently in this interview, he stated that he is working on a Blu-ray or potentially a 4K for his movie The Village, because this movie never even got a Blu-ray. So this is significant because it's a movie that never got a Blu-ray that could be coming to Blu-ray for the first time or 4K for the first time. But also, this is a Touchstone picture. The Village is a Touchstone picture, which is under Disney. So this also shows the willingness of Disney to upgrade some of their Touchstone movies, which they haven't done in quite a long time. So that could maybe lead to potential upgrades for Armageddon, for Con Air. So I think that's really interesting. Like, I'm not necessarily looking forward to The Village on 4K. It's not my favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie. And to be perfectly honest, the fact that we could get that on 4K before we could get The Sixth Sense or Signs, I think is kind of criminal. But I get it because those two movies have Blu-rays and The Village, doesn't even have a Blu-ray yet. So I get M. Night wanting to be able to upgrade that one to Blu-ray, but I really want Signs and The Sixth Sense on 4K, and those are Hollywood Pictures, which is another subsidiary of Disney. But Touchstone Pictures, guys, like Armageddon, Con Air, like I want some of those movies on 4K. So if this could lead to that, I think that's really cool. And is this going to be a Disney title? Like, is Disney going to put out The Village on 4K, or is this going to be something that they license to maybe a Scream Factory or a Kino Lorber? Like, that's very interesting as well. So, keep your eyes peeled for that, news of that in the coming weeks, in the coming months. Like, it could take a while. I mean, he just said that he's currently working on it in this interview. So what that means, I don't know. It could be a year from now. It could be 2 years from now. Who knows? But I do find that very fascinating for a variety of reasons. It's significant for M. Night Shyamalan and his catalog of movies, but it's also significant for Touchstone and their catalog of movies. So exciting stuff, guys. Let me know what you think about that in the comments section below. Now, let me go ahead and move on to the news and announcements. We've got a Thanksgiving 4K Steelbook, guys. Yes, a Thanksgiving, Eli Roth Thanksgiving, which came out last year, I think last November, like right before Thanksgiving. 4K Steelbook. This is coming out from Sony on October the 15th for a pre-order price on Amazon of $55.99, which is very expensive. And I do predict that price point will probably come down. It usually starts off very high and then ends up coming down as we get closer to release date. So if you want to pre-order that, you're probably safe. I will leave the link down below. All the new releases I talk about that have pre-order links, I will link that stuff down below. So you're probably safe to pre-order it, and it'll probably drop to around $35 when it comes out. But this is But guys, this is another one of those Blu-rays that came out, and then 6 months to 10 months later, it got upgraded to 4K. This is Sony pulling a Universal on us right here, because Thanksgiving got just a Blu-ray release at the beginning of January, or maybe the end of January, sometime in January. It got the release, and I think there was an overseas 4K, but there was not a 4K domestically of Thanksgiving. And now, almost a year later, coming in October, we're getting a Thanksgiving 4K Steelbook, which at this point, guys, like, we can kind of predict this stuff. When a studio puts out a new movie on physical media and they do the Blu-ray only, they're really testing the waters. They're seeing if it's going to sell, if people are interested. They're gauging interest in that title. And if it sells well, like Thanksgiving probably did, then they will upgrade it to 4K. That's how some studios operate. Now, some studios will just put both out when they release it, like Lionsgate does that for a lot of the movies. But certain studios will not do that. Mostly Universal does that, but now Sony is doing that as well, which I'm pretty sure I've talked about Sony in the past being a studio that was pretty good about putting out the 4K and the Blu-ray for their movies, you know, right from the start. So now that's changing. Thanksgiving 4K Steelbook. Did you buy the Blu-ray back in January? Are you frustrated that you got to buy the 4K, or do you just expect that that's the name of the game at this point? That's just what we have to expect and do as collectors at this point. And it is really a situation of you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, because maybe if the people didn't buy the Blu-ray for that release, we wouldn't have got the 4K Steelbook. But the fact that it sold so many copies is why we're getting the 4K Steelbook. But you don't want to spend, you know, $22 on a Blu-ray and then later spend $35 on a Steelbook, end up spending $60 to get a movie you want on 4K. And they're also pulling a classic Sony move and only giving it a 4K Steelbook, not a standard 4K. Now, a standard 4K could be announced in the coming weeks, in the coming months to come out, but as of right now, we're just getting a premium 4K Steelbook edition for Thanksgiving. And me personally, I don't like that. I want people to be able to have options. You put out a standard Blu-ray of Thanksgiving, put out a standard 4K, put out the Steelbook, and let people choose which one they want. Because if people bought a lot of the Blu-ray copies, then they're probably going to buy a lot of the Steelbooks, and they're going to buy a lot of the standard 4K editions as well. Now, this 4K Steelbook, the artwork on it, it's pretty cool. I mean, you got the John Carver image on the back. You got the turkey on the front, like you got the Thanksgiving artwork. I think it looks really cool. I think it looks cool. So I may get that when it comes out. And it does help that I never bought the Blu-ray for it, so it doesn't feel like I've gotten gypped out of buying the Blu-ray and then having to upgrade to the 4K Steelbook. But guys, what do you think about this whole thing? I know it's a big point of controversy amongst collectors, you know, buying the Blu-ray and then the studio's upgrading to 4K months later. It's kind of crap. It kind of is crap. It kind of feels a little shitty. That's just the place that we're at right now with physical media. Studios, it can no longer play the guessing game when it comes to this stuff. Like, they have to know a release is going to hit, so they have to see that it's successful before they put it out. But what do you think about all that stuff, guys? Let me know in the comments section below. Let's go ahead and talk about Ghost coming to 4K as a part of the Paramount Presents line. Now, they are upgrading Ghost because Ghost was a previous Paramount Presents title. They are upgrading this within the line, which I'm a huge fan of. I've been calling for this for months, and they're finally doing it. They're doing it with To Catch a Thief and now Ghost coming to 4K. This is coming out on October the 22nd. It is up for pre-order currently on Amazon for $39.99, but just like Thanksgiving, I fully expect this price to go down at some point. But yeah, Ghost it's a great movie. Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore, Whoopi Goldberg. I haven't even watched my Paramount Presents title yet, but I remember watching this movie when I was a kid. I've seen Ghost numerous times, so I'm sure this movie's going to look great on 4K, and I will probably get it at some point. Are you excited for it? Let me know in the comments section below. We also have Trap, which is the new M. Night Shyamalan movie, which we talked about earlier. This is coming to 4K and Blu-ray from Warner Brothers. There's no official date right now, but there is a pre-order up on Amazon and Groove. So this is a example of a new movie coming out, and it's getting a 4K and it's getting a Blu-ray right out of the gate. So Warner Brothers, you don't have to worry about, you know, later on having to get a 4K of Trapped and buying the Blu-ray. You get both of your options up front, and I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers is pretty good about that. Now that I say that, there'll be an example that somebody will bring up, which I can probably already think of some off the top of my head, where they put out a Blu-ray and then months later they put out a 4K. Malignant. That was one that they did for sure. But in this particular case, they are doing a good thing for physical media collectors, and they are giving them options up front, the 4K and the Blu-ray. So let me know what you think of Trap. Did you go out and see it in the theaters this weekend? Or are you just going to wait for the home video viewing experience? Let me know in the comment section below. We also have the Paramount Scares 4K Collection Volume 2 coming out from Paramount. This was announced last week. I discussed this on a live stream last week, so this comes out on October the 1st. There is a pre-order up right now, guys, on Amazon for $69.99. There are 4 4Ks in this box set, not 5 like the first volume, and the titles that are in this box set are Breakdown, Friday the 13th Part 2, Orphan First Kill, and World War Z. And 3 of these titles, guys, Breakdown, Friday the 13th Part 2, and Orphan First Kill, are getting 4Ks for the very first time in the States. So that is definitely cool. There's also a Fangoria magazine in here. There's a poster with a Mexi Funk artwork, which is absolutely fantastic. Mexi Funk is a great artist. There's pins, there's stickers, and there is a pre-order right now currently on Amazon for this for $69.99, which in my opinion is not a bad price at all for all that you're getting here. You're getting 4 movies on 4K, guys, for $70. Like, break that down. That's like $17 a piece. Like, that's way under the normal price that we pay for new 4Ks. You get the premium packaging, which is a really cool box set, Fangoria magazine. You get both the Blu-ray and the 4K for every title. You get digital codes as well. So look, people were complaining about the titles that were in this box set. I don't think they're bad titles. Like, you can argue whether or not Breakdown's a horror film or a thriller or if it belongs in this box set, but like, Breakdown's a great movie, and that is currently out of print from the Paramount Presents line. You got to pay like $300 if you want to get that on Amazon. Probably cheaper if you go hunting on Macari or eBay, but Breakdown's out of print. They're upgrading it to 4K here. We got Friday the 13th Part 2, which is a movie I love. That's my favorite Friday film. Orphan First Kill is really awesome. That was a really great sequel. And World War Z, I'm kind of lukewarm on that, but I don't own it in the collection. You can only get that right now from Screen Factory for like $27 or $30. So in my opinion, this is a really good deal and a really cool box set. I like the selection here. I think it's better than Volume 1, in my opinion. I think the movies in this set are better. So let me know what you think about Paramount Scares 4K Collection Volume 2. Again, I discussed this pretty in depth on my live stream the other night, but I just think this is a great set. And, you know, I understand if you don't want to get it, if it's not for you personally, but to say it's not worth it or the value's not there is just not true. There is tons of value in this set. I think it's a great set and a great price point. So let me know what you think of it in the comments section below. We also got the Nightmare on Elm Street 4K UK edition revealed. So this set that came up for pre-order, that went up for pre-order back in May, I believe. We finally have the reveal for this, and it's a pretty cool set. You know, you have the same artwork as the Steelbook, which is up for pre-order on Groove right now, guys, for $29.99. And it was also revealed, guys, that this is going to have the uncut version and the theatrical version of A Nightmare on Elm Street, which is super awesome. But back to the UK edition, you have the same artwork as that Steelbook, and inside you have the classic poster art on the Steelbook. You got pins and posters, and well, I don't know if you have pins. You got posters, you got art cards, you got all kinds of booklets and all kinds of extra goodies in this set as well. It looks super awesome. Personally, I ordered the Steelbook off of Groove, $30. Thought that was a good deal. I'm not going to get this set. I don't necessarily need this set, and it looks great though. If you pre-ordered it, it looks really nice, and yeah, it's awesome that they finally showed it, because I hate the whole thing where they put up pre-orders without showing the actual artwork. So that has been revealed, guys, finally. If you pre-ordered it, now you get to see the actual artwork for it. We also got a couple of UK Steelbooks currently up for pre-order on Zavi. We've got Trainspotting 4K Steelbook up. This comes out on November the 11th. So Trainspotting has a 4K in the States from the Criterion Collection. Now you can get a Steelbook over in the UK if you didn't want that big, you know, packaging for Trainspotting, which I've heard they're going to do a standard edition at some point. And we've got Longlegs getting a 4K Steelbook as well in the UK. This comes out December 2024. No specific date, but it's saying it's coming out in December of 2024, and the Zavi pre-order is up for that as well. So we've got a 4K in the States, we've got a Blu-ray of Longlegs, and we also got an overseas Steelbook for Longlegs as well. So very cool, guys. Lots of Longlegs love, and I really enjoyed that movie, so I'm glad it's getting all that treatment. But let's go ahead and get into the Scream Factory October announcements. Now, I discussed these on my live stream the other night as well, and it's not that I don't think that these are good titles. Like, there's one title in particular here that I'm super excited about, but to me, like, the October for Scream Factory is usually big. There's always this big, like, show-stopping announcement, and I just don't feel that with any of the titles that they announced for this month. But let's go ahead and get into it. Again, I could be wrong. You could feel differently. Let me know in the comment section below. But it's always a month where they do something big, like the Friday the 13th collection, the Halloween 4Ks recently. They did another Halloween 4K set last year was the Night of the Demons pack. You know, they always just do something really big, and I just don't feel that with these announcements this year, even though there's on individually, like, all of these are great. And I'm excited for a few of these, actually. But let me know what you think about that, though, in the comment section below. Let's get into it. Death Becomes Her is coming out on 4K, guys. I'm very excited about this. I've been talking about this. I probably talked about Death Becomes Her and how I want it to come to 4K from Scream Factory in at least 3 or 4 videos over the years. So I'm super excited about Death Becomes Her. I love the movie. I will pick this up day one because I've been asking for it for the longest time. This comes out on October the 22nd. We also got the Wolfman coming out on 4K. This is the Benicio del Toro, Anthony Hopkins film. This is coming out from Scream Factory October the 22nd. It's got alternate artwork as well, which is really cool. We also got Land of the Dead, George A. Romero's Land of the Dead coming out on 4K on October the 15th. This also has alternate artwork as well. Again, really cool announcement. And I actually like Land of the Dead. I don't love it, but I do like it. I'll probably upgrade that at some point. Shocker is coming out on 4K, guys. A lot of people have been waiting for Shocker. This is a big month for big director movies coming to 4K. Wes Craven film. You got George A. Romero film. So Shocker is coming to 4K October the 29th. And the cool thing about Shocker is you've got this is an upgrade from Blu-ray from Scream Factory, so it's already got Scream Factory special features on it, but they're adding 3 new interviews on here, which is something people always call for Scream Factory to do and always call them out on. The fact they do all these 4K upgrades, don't add any new special features. Well, with Shocker, they're doing it. 3 brand new special features here for Shocker, including an interview with actor and now director. He's directed a ton of movies. Peter Berg will be doing an interview on this. So that is really awesome. And I'll probably for sure get that at some point. We also got Devil coming to 4K, which is produced by M. Night Shyamalan, but not directed by M. Night Shyamalan. And I've seen Devil. I've got Devil on Blu-ray, and to be honest, I don't really feel the need to upgrade Devil on 4K. But if you don't have the movie, like it's a pretty good movie. Like I enjoy Devil quite a bit. We also got As Above, So Below, getting a Blu-ray collector's edition. Now this is a found footage movie, so I don't really see the need to upgrade this one to 4K. This already has a Blu-ray. I bought it for $6 at the beginning of the year, but this collector's edition coming out on October the 1st has new features. There's 2 new features here, so there is some stuff to dig into. Nice collectible slipcover as well. We got Drag Me to Hell coming to 4K also October the 29th. This also has alternative artwork and alternative slipcover artwork as well, which is pretty cool. So look, guys, these are some good announcements. There's some good stuff here, and I completely understand if you're excited for all of these titles. Like I feel like there's something for everybody here. But for me, there's not that like big, prestigious premiere title box set, like something big that Scream Factory is putting out for this month. So I'm not the most excited for this slate. I love Death Becomes Her, and I'm excited for that. But the slate as a whole, little bit underwhelming for me for October Scream Factory. Let me know in the comment section below if you feel the same way or if you feel differently. We've also got The Rundown, which is a movie with Seann William Scott and The Rock. This is coming to 4K. This was announced by Kino Lorber, and this is one of their coming soon announcements, so no specific date or no cover artwork or anything like that, but it is coming soon. The Rundown on 4K. Look, I like The Rundown. I saw it in the theaters when it came out because I was a big wrestling fan and I love The Rock, and I was trying to watch all of his movies in the theater at that time. So I've seen this movie. I don't feel like I've seen it in quite some time though. Probably like 20 years since I've actually sat down and watched The Rundown. So I'm excited to get this one on 4K though and revisit it because I remember it being pretty damn good back in the day. We also got Murder on the Orient Express coming to 4K, guys, from Kino Lorber. We had the official artwork. This is a 50th anniversary edition coming out on September the 24th. This has Dolby Vision, HDR, and a brand new audio commentary as well. So if you're excited for that, let me know in the comment section below. We also have Seven Samurai getting a 4K box set, guys, from the British Film Institute on October the 21st. So if you're a big fan of this movie, this is the premiere box set treatment. You got cards and booklets and everything in this set. Looks incredible. But I will say, guys, if you live in the States, I really feel like Criterion will probably upgrade this to 4K. I especially now feel that way, that it's getting a 4K from the British Film Institute. I really feel like they're going to upgrade it to 4K probably this year. It might be November, might be December, but I can feel it coming. Seven Samurai will come to 4K eventually to the Criterion Collection because they did the same thing with the Seven Seal. That got a release from the British Film Institute, and then a couple of months later, a few months later, it got a release from the Criterion Collection. But let me know if you're excited about that. Like, if you're a fan of Seven Samurai, like you want that big premiere box set, like British Film Institute's got you covered for sure. We also got the Vinegar Syndrome August announcements, which were announced this past Thursday. Some good stuff in here. 7 brand new titles coming out from Vinegar Syndrome, including The Devil Times 5, coming to 4K. We've got Hell's Trap coming to Blu-ray. We've got Bloodbath at the House of Death coming to Blu-ray. We've got My Father is a Hero, which is a Vinegar Syndrome Archive Edition. And we got Love on Delivery, which is a Vinegar Syndrome Archive Edition as well. And we've also got Thieves Like Us getting a 4K cinematography release, which is a film with Shelley Duvall, which is pretty timely since she passed away recently. So Vinegar Syndrome gets to pay respects to her by releasing one of her movies on 4K. And also coming from the cinematography line, we got two of them this month, is Joyride, which when I first saw this, I flipped out because I thought it was the Joyride with Paul Walker, but it is not. It is not that same Joyride. It's another Joyride coming out as a part of the cinematographic, which I should have known better. This line is for more obscure American classics, so I should have known it wasn't going to be Joyride coming out, but I got excited when I first saw it. But that is not the Joyride. That is another Joyride coming out from the cinematography line. So some really good stuff coming out from Vinegar Syndrome. I definitely went ahead and got those cinematography titles because I needed to catch up on that line. But also, guys, if you want to get these titles, here are the options to get them. You can get them all together, all 7 of them, in a package for $219.99, or you can get just the 3 Vinegar Syndrome horror titles, which are the first 3 that I talked about, Devil Times 5, Hell Trap, and Bloodbath at the House of Death, for $94.19. So those are your options right there. We also, or you can buy them individually. There's that option as well. We also have a Wounded Fawn. This is the only partner label I'll mention. This is coming out. This is a recent film that got some high praise when it first came out. Shudder original. This is coming out from the Shudder partner label of Vinegar Syndrome. And I will say this slipcover went extremely fast. I jumped on it. I think I'm going to start collecting these Shudder titles because they go quick. They go extremely quick. So that one is still available on Vinegar Syndrome's website, but you cannot get it with the slipcover. You can only get it with the standard Blu-ray of that one. So yeah, Wounded Fawn coming out as well. We also got I Saw the TV Glow, which is getting a Blu-ray A24 special edition. This is available to pre-order right now on the A24 website. So looks like a really cool edition that's in line with the Love Lies Bleeding set, Zone of Interest. Like A24 has been doing a lot of these special editions recently with their films. It doesn't feel like they're putting out as much through Lionsgate right now, which I know they're still doing stuff through Lionsgate. Maxine's coming from Lionsgate very soon, but feels like they're doing a lot of their films on their actual website. So hopefully, look, I'm not opposed to doing special collector's editions on their website, but I also hope that they let people choose to get regular editions from Lionsgate at some point down the line and not make them buy these special edition releases from their website. So, but it looks like a cool set. I Saw the TV Glow. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about that film. I've heard divisive things about that movie in the comment section below. We also have In a Violent Nature is getting an RLJE release on October the 22nd, and the pre-order is currently up on Amazon right now. But I think I said this last week, guys. In a Violent Nature, I think that one will for sure be getting some kind of an umbrella release at some point. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for that. Now let's go ahead and jump into the deals this week, guys. We've got a variety of deals to talk about on Amazon right now. We've got some 4K deals going on Groove right now as well, which you can jump over there and check that out. But on Amazon right now, guys, I'll have all of these linked down below in the description. We got Mad Max 4K Anthology, which is the 4 Mad Max films minus, Furiosa. $32.99 for that. So that's a great deal for that set. You got 4 Mad Max films on 4K. $32.99. Transformers Rise of the Beast 4K Steelbook is currently $23.73. We got Doom Part 2 on 4K for $23.99. We got the Raid 4K Steelbook for $25.29. We've got A Few Good Men 4K for $15.50. We've got Twister on 4K for $23.27. So that's the cheapest that's been. Deepwater Horizon, which is a Peter Berg film, on 4K for $11.39. Great price for that. And Decent Proposal, the Kino Lorber title, is on 4K for $19.99. The Transformers Steelbook set, which is the first 6 Transformers films, is $77.49. That is a great price for that set, guys. And we still have a lot of the Sony 4Ks that I discussed last week are still on sale for $13.95. I'll have all those linked again down below in the description if you missed them last week. But yeah, guys, definitely a lot of good deals going on Amazon right now for sure. Now let's go ahead and jump into what is new this week, because this is not a massive week for physical media by any means, so this is not going to take very long. A lot of Shout Factory stuff coming out this week, though. A lot of Shout Factory stuff, including the Hackers 4K Steelbook coming out from Shout Factory for $35.99. Now, this is a re-release because when this first came out, a lot of these Steelbooks were Best Buy exclusive, and now that they're re-releasing them, they're available on their website and they're available on Amazon to purchase. And we also got the Dragonheart 4K Steelbook, which was a Walmart exclusive. This is going to be available everywhere now from Shout Factory for $32.99. We got the Bill and Ted Triumphant 4K Trilogy set, which is an awesome set. The artwork on this is freaking sick. Coming out from Shout Factory for $78.99. And we got standalone editions for Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey on 4K from Shout Factory for $32.99. We also got Bill and Ted Face the Music on 4K from Shout Factory for $32.99. And if you're wondering about Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, that already got released on 4K a couple of years ago, so that's already available. We also got Collateral 4K Steelbook coming out from Paramount. This is a re-release because Collateral already has a 4K, but a nice collectible Steelbook coming out for $28.52. We also got Bad Company, which is a Fun City Editions release, is coming out for $23.98. There's also a limited edition on Fun City website. We got Babes coming out from Decal Releasing for $19.80. We got Bless Their Little Hearts coming out from Milestone for $22.49. We got Picture of Ghosts coming out from Grasshopper Films for $26.16. And lastly, we have Nude Tuesday, which is what I'll be tomorrow on Tuesday. I'm just joking, guys. Coming out from Tribeca Film for $24.95. And with that, guys, we are done with this week's edition of the Physical Media Report. A lot of information coming at you today. There was a lot to talk about. I'm exhausted. Can you note it? Can you see it in my eyes? Can you see it in my face? I'm exhausted with all the physical media news, but that's a great problem to have. I love having that problem. I love having stuff to talk about with you guys week to week, because it's an interesting time for physical media. It really is. There's a lot of things changing right now, and they're changing very rapidly. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below, turn on those bell notifications for all future videos, and follow me on all of my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.